Two of them get stranded on a planet that's about to explode. And they also have the hots for each other, which is really weird when you consider that they're literally variations of the same person. So, like, if they have sex, is that considered incest or masturbation?
I think we need to chill the fuck out. Secondly, self-cest isn't real, because hooking up with your alternate self isn't possible, and it never will be. So we as a society literally do not have a moral foundation for it. We will never decide if hooking up with your alternate counterpart is immoral or not, because it literally will never happen. And if you disagree with me, you can log off of the internet for a few weeks.
Lack of talent, intelligence, or creativity, so instead they resort to tearing down everyone else to make themselves look better. Like the Infinity Stones, for example, which were set up as some of the most powerful and destructive objects in the known universe, only for the TVA to use them as paperweights. Because that makes the TVA look really cool, right?
Drooling fanboy idiots might be mad that the Infinity Stones are paperweights in this story, but to me it shows that the MCU is officially putting that storyline on the shelf, and they ain't gonna fuck with it anymore. That stuff's done with. It's over. Forget about it. I very much enjoy the way that this show paves the
two Lokis reunite, get to the space lizards and kill them, but they turn out to be puppets, and the man pulling the strings is actually a crazy black guy living in a floating castle at the end of time and space.
I just want to say that I love Jonathan Majors as Immortus, or soon-to-be Kang the Conqueror. As the big bad of this series, he makes a huge statement in just one episode. His performance is fantastic. I especially love that one moment where he realizes that he's officially past the point where he knows what's going to happen in the future. This is the kind of moment that I think this show does really well. It doesn't cut away, it lets you sit and watch a character experience something. The idea that this guy is going to get to play other versions of himself is filling me with a lot of excitement. Because I really hate when MCU villains are played by great actors but are underused and underwhelming. Majors is in just a single episode. He spends it talking and then he dies, but he already has me sold. A lot of people are excited to see him as the new big bad in the MCU, and while I like to keep my expectations in check, I'm not gonna go ahead and jump to conclusions and say that that's what we're going to get, because it may not be. But if that does happen, I am kind of excited to see how it...
It's shite!